Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode. I'm your host, Ali Haider, and today we are exploring a massive shift in how business manage their core operations. So, we have moved past the era of simple data entry. We are now in the age of conversational intelligence and automated finance. Joining me today are very special guest Humayun Nasir, an expert who understands the pulse of enterprise resources planning ERP. We are going to discuss how AI is no longer just a buzzword but is actually powering the next generation of accounting ERPs, making them faster and more compliant with globally regulation like ZCA and CIT and far more insightful. So Humayun Nasir, thank you for joining me. Before we dive into the tough questions, could you give our audience a brief background on your journey and your vision for AI in the accounting workspace?
Yes, thank you, Ali, for inviting me towards this interesting, podcast. I know it's going to be a series of podcasts which we are going to be conducting over a course of time.
Yep.
With respect to myself, I have been in the tax profession and I would also say
Mhm.
accounting and other fields of finance as well for 20 plus years. I worked, being an ACCA, I have uh, challenged myself always, not just, restricting and being in my comfort zone. So I have
Okay.
worked in, majority of my experience comes from the oil and energy sector, then in the banking sector, and also in private sectors as well. Also, and till to date, I am pushing myself. As we are getting into, not getting into, I would say that we have already entered into the tax digitization, which is powered by AI. So now what I'm trying to do is convert my skills and digitize myself to incorporate AI into it, so that all these skills are powered by
Mhm.
AI.
Okay, okay, okay. So, what compelled you to create this software?
It's basically the challenges that I have faced throughout my career, and the question has always been at the back of my mind that why there is no integration between finance and tax, whereas the data is the same.
Okay.
The software on which this data has been made, the platform is the same. So why does a tax professional has always to start from scratch? Why can't he use the same data source that has been used by HR, by AR,
Mm-hmm.
AP,
Mm-hmm.
other functions as well also?
Mm-hmm.
Why do we have to, narrate or create the story again, and, ensure that the interpretation of the data is done in a language, in a manner which the tax authorities
Mm-hmm.
can speak for themselves. So that's where, I found an opportunity that, uh, there is a bridge which needs to be built between, right from the source of the data to
Mm-hmm.
when it goes to the tax authorities. So that's where I have developed, come up with this, I would say, a dream which has now realized in the form of Humanize. The idea came to my mind that, why don't we have software? Because I've dealt with so many softwares like Oracle, SAP, Microsoft Dynamics, and off the shelf software as well, also, which were basically Citrix driven. The disconnect was always there. Tax was always done at the mercy of Excel. Good, we had Excel, and still we do have Excel, which I would say really do help out tax professionals. But then, with the volume, huge volume of data which we are seeing, and the volume being so much challenging, that just collating it was very time consuming, and then dealing with the tax authority is, it's another big challenge, interpreting the data, and then how do you explain that data to the tax authorities in a layman language? That had always been a challenge. So what I did was that, I thought, why not collate everything into one software which will be powered by AI? Just like, we have electricity and energy around us, which is powering the world globally. We cannot live without electricity. So the same manner, how can we, with the help of AI, let the AI do all the heavy lifting, the thinking and everything, where the human capabilities, cannot extend themselves. We can only think to a limit, to a certain limit. We cannot cross that limit. That's where, our human capabilities kick in and we give up. But what I saw an opportunity that we are living now in a golden era. I would say
Mhm.
this is a shift.
Right.
Like how when internet came, that was again an era which started, which has led to so many inventions. That's where we are now heading to. You would see a lot of, as you clearly said, that AI is being in the buzz at the moment, but we are just having talks at the
Mhm.
moment. So far, the way I have seen AI is only being used for, I would say entertainment purposes, but the reality, the actual use, I haven't seen that much. I would say around about 2 to 3% is that's what I've seen. So yes, my software called as Human Eyes,
Mhm.
it has the capabilities to think outside the box. That's
Mhm.
where always the tax professionals have been challenged, and it's like one-stop shop where you will get your not just your tax compliance is done, because when we started this journey of developing a tax software, it turned out totally different, even incorporating into it your accounting and bookkeeping as well also. So there is a lot of validations in, obviously,
Mhm.
we hear the word tax follows accounting, but
Mhm.
no, I wouldn't say that. Tax has to find its own way into accounting, I would say that.
Mhm.
So, we being in the front line, the tax professionals being in the front line, it is very, very important that how do we defend, our position and the numbers. The
Mhm.
numbers are there; they should be
Right.
speaking for themselves. So how do we ensure that we give the numbers that spirit, that soul which they are missing? So that soul
Mhm.
is what I have developed basically with
So
the software
it seemed
Humanize.
to be a big dream of you. And I have one question of you. If an
Yes.
educated person is running a very big business or a small business, so is your software is capable to handle all the invoices, even is a manual invoices or a computer generated invoices,
Yes.
and he don't know about the accounting and the entries as well, and he want to file the return every quarterly or VAT return and CIT. So software is capable for all the person who are educated, do not know about the VAT and CIT and ZK. So tell me about that as
Yes.
well.
Yes, so very good question which you have asked, Ali. So basically, see, when we started this journey, we started in keeping in mind how a layman can ensure that he can also use the
Hmm.
software. You do not need any
Hmm.
skill. So currently, if you see, the software is capable of giving any user a tax professional with him 24/7 available.
Hmm.
You can say an accountant, a finance person, and an internal auditor as well also. So the way we have developed it in a layman's term, it's like, just like, let's say we have not just MNCs can use it or SMEs can use it, but even a person who is working, let's say in a grocery shop or any small shop, which we are dealing on a day-to-day basis. Because I've seen these people have been neglected in the market, and they do
Right.
not have proper resources to keep a bookkeeping or accountant. The need was never ever there, but when
Hmm.
CIT came in, the requirements increased. So what Humanize does is that it has a built-in OCR plus AI,
Okay.
and you just need to either take a photo or scan
Okay.
your invoices, or there is also a built-in capability you can create invoices as well also.
Hmm.
So what it does is that it validates your invoice as per
Hmm.
the FTA requirements, as
Hmm.
per the VAT requirements. And if the invoice meets, not just meets, it ensure it meets the regulatory
Hmm.
requirements, and automatically you can even do bookkeeping as well. So you do not need
Okay.
to know. So a person who is self-owned, running a grocery shop, he doesn't need to know the
Hmm.
debits and the credits and the basics of the
Hmm.
accounting, or he doesn't need to hire a chief
Hmm.
accountant or a tax professional
Oh, oh, right.
to do his bookkeeping. So automatically, with the same data, you will
Hmm.
have an audit trail which does the generates the invoice. It even can record vendor invoices, scan vendor invoices, and
Right.
automatically a trial balance, VAT return, CIT, financial statement, everything will be generated.
Okay, okay. And if somebody have a PSO machine like in the uh, food grocery and the grocery where there is the POS machine is working. So is the software is capable to, API key is available for every POS machine, and somebody is
Yes,
using like QuickBook and and they want no to change the software, they just need to calculate the VAT and CIT. So is they
yes.
capable to divert the API key to other softwares and calculate everything whatever they want.
Yes, so we do have API keys which can be integrated into current running softwares,
Right.
Zuhu, Zero, and Microsoft Dynamic, SAP, and Oracle as well also.
Mm-hmm.
And the way the software runs, it has its own integral data which can be integrated into its various modules automatically.
Mm-hmm.
It just needs to one-time set up through the API keys to fetch the required data. And one good question which you asked is about POS as well also.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something, as I said, the journey which we started is evolving by itself, and so is the AI on a daily basis. It's learning and it is evolving, and this is the basic capability of an AI. It's not just like a normal
Mm-hmm.
automated software. When we talk about automation, it's like you have certain logics and logarithms set up in the software, whereas human
Mm-hmm.
eyes is ever evolving, and
Mm-hmm.
it's has self-learning capabilities in itself.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't just sit around for you to give instructions. It guides you across different modules. And so currently, like, you have HR module in it, you have procurement module, sales, purchases, everything in it, accounting module. So it's all are integrated.
So,
So with the POS,
mhm.
thing, that's another feature which we have in it, whereby you can even use it as a POS machine to generate invoices as well also.
Okay, okay. And how the AI will help in this software? Either is indicating you, just review you if you are, creating an entry, or any indication when you create the journal register as well, or in the CIT. So what is the, function in this software by the AI? How AI will help you if a
Yeah.
limited person doing this?
So what I have recently started doing is, in order to differentiate my software from what is already there in the market, there are
Okay.
very, I would say, good softwares in the market.
Right.
But see the features which my software is having, and that's what, based on my practical experience, like I have also used
Mm-hmm.
these running software. The
Mm-hmm.
basic thing which is missing is the IFRS IS governance. None of these
Okay.
softwares were built to cater into IFRS and IS. They have been set up on basic modules, debits and credits. Then you have your whatever you wanted
Mm-hmm.
them to do or set up. You have to invest time to set up
Okay.
these modules. Whereas
Okay. Okay.
Humanize comes up with its own setup. You don't have to do any complicated modifications or
Mm-hmm.
enhancements to it.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, it's evolving and self-learning. So at every step, when you are, let's say, right from the start, you are booking manual entries into it, debits and
Mm-hmm.
credits. You will get at the end of each entry immediately within, I would say, seconds. Even
Mm-hmm.
seconds is a very, I would say, lenient word I'm using it. Within milliseconds, you
Mm-hmm.
will come to know that whether your entry is as per IFRS and IS.